When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Nittany Lions ready to get this thing started and open the season. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. From the gun, give on the inside. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5. Let's take a minute and talk about Miami. They're coming off an appearance in the national championship game last year, and you know they're looking to get back.
Yeah, they're motivated to take the next step. And, David, they feel like they've upgraded to several key positions this year, hoping that they can take it that one next step and win the Natty this season.
Yeah, it was one thing to get there, but, man, do you get even hungrier when you got there and you had to watch the other team celebrate. So a good chance to take out some demons, start this year off good, and maybe forget about last year's finish.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
From the gun, to give, looking for room.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And on that incompletion, I think the quarterback was being just a bit too careful, trying to throw that ball too far outside, obviously aware that the defenders are coming from the inside. You don't want to put it behind the intended target and risk the pick 6, but he needs to be more accurate.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on fourth down. Under fire. And he's sacked. A big play on fourth down to stop this drive.
Coaches talk about it all the time. We're going to be aggressive. Well, they were aggressive on that first drive. They go for it on fourth down. No dice. Now you put your defense on the field. I like the aggressiveness, but now you got to deal with some of the consequences.
Looking for space. It's Hill. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Let's take just a second and talk about Penn State. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat. And the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win. And if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room, so important to get off to a good start. Try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. Defense was right there, but they couldn't stop him from making the catch, and he's got it to the 30.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact.
Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, and making a big play.
And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. Guys, let's look big picture Miami. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe.
Turning it on! Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
Bringing the heat. He'll try to do it himself. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
He was trying to push it downfield. He was looking for a receiver, trying to make a play. You could tell the pressure started to get to him a little bit. Nowhere to go with the football. Just fights back to the line of scrimmage.
These old girders are rocking on third down here at Beaver Stadium. From the gun, wants to pass. Hauls it in. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains. They emptied the roster, put every receiver they had out there, it seemed, and they were able to pick up enough for the first down.
Yeah, when you do that with all that speed on the field, you spread it out. What do you got to do? Find the matchup. Find the speed advantage with one of my wide receivers. Get that good matchup. Get the easy first down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
This time it's complete. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricane. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Georgia State took care of business today. I think their coach had their attention all week, and the end result was a focused group of Panthers that fired on all cylinders. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
He's going to run it.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Shotgun snap on third down. He's got his man. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. on 4th down, going to the air. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've reached the break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. From the shotgun, the inside give. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on 2nd down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
Grab behind the line. It's Green. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they...
Oh, he's going to be brought down. A huge loss on the play.
Well, this defense knew coming into this game, playing one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, they were going to have to find a way to get him off rhythm, and they're going to have to be careful doing it because of that speed, but that is huge for their confidence. They get their first sack of the game here in the first half, and you can all of a sudden see the body language on this defense. It has changed.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. To the air on first down. Quick strike complete. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
That's a nice-looking run, man, and what a legacy here when you think about Edgerrin James and Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Clinton Portis, game breakers at the running back position. This guy, he seems like he's destined to play on Sunday.
Fires to the big fella. And the defense settled in to stop that before a short gain.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Looking to fire. Unloads it downfield. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Going to try to get it himself. They're going to mark him just inches short of getting that first down, but he is so dangerous when he takes off on the scramble. Let's see what they do on 4th down. Less than a yard to go for a first down, and the offense will remain on the field. Trying to keep this drive alive. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And I don't know if field position really matters on that one, right? I know they're on the plus side of the territory, but 4th and inches, most offenses today are going to be going for it. They did. They execute the running play, and they keep the sticks moving.
Looking to the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. Pulls it in. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
They want to throw it. Lets it fly. And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. The Hurricanes trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Snapped it in the shotgun. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
And I really like that decision by this quarterback. Listen, you've got a lot of downs here. It's 1st and goal. You're in scoring position. If you don't feel comfortable, throw that ball away. Live to fight another down.
The run up the middle, looking for the score. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play uptight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
Quarterback strolling away from heat. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
It's good. And that will extend their lead even further. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. He'll take a deep shot here. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming.
I think sometimes as a quarterback, when your offense is struggling, you don't have any points up on the board yet here at the end of the 1st half. You're just trying to take a shot to see if your guy can make a play. And that time, he thought he had the matchup he wanted, but he has just not been able to ever find a rhythm. And this defense is making it really hard on him, forcing that one to fall incomplete.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. A strike downfield. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the 1st down. Well, they've done nothing on offense so far, but if they can put some points on the board before halftime, it could really change things.
No doubt. Go into the locker room with some good juices, some good vibes, and momentum can switch a game in a heartbeat. But this offense hasn't had much to cheer about yet. That play gives them one play. Now let's go build on it and make something happen before the half.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the 1st.
Oh, they're after him! And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Right on the money. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. Motion from the back. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Caught in the backfield. It's Hill. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
Yeah, and I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. They'll immediately call timeout.
And that's the money down, man. 4th down, you just have to have it somehow, some way. You're calling a pass play. You're trying to get it through the air. Nothing open downfield. And he just takes over. He just tucks the ball and runs, goes and gets it. Great job, great decision-making by the quarterback on that play.
And And the rush will get to him at the 25.
A loss of 8 yards on the play. Brings up second down.
The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half.
Timeout, Penn State.
And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. This is not a straight-on kick, a 42-yarder from the right hash. Never a doubt. This is now a 7-point game. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. After the lack of production in the first half, plenty to talk about. Let's see what they can dial up here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think you stay calm. I think you make adjustments, Jesse. I think you realize what they're doing to us and how can I attack that. But you also tell the guys, low-scoring game, still very much in this. We can still be who we are.
It's a good point. I think on offense, this is not the time to reinvent the wheel. I think you stay true to who you are and what your identity is. And you've got to show confidence in your guys to go out and just execute better here in the second half.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
He leaves it with his back. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They're going to try to throw for it on third down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Quarterback may change this route. On fourth down, looking for the completion. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in...
Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Miami.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of...
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Trying to take it back. He's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his second interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play. And in a tight game like this, those 2 interceptions, that is massive for this defense.
Wants to go up top on first down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Oftentimes, defenses see empty sets, and that's when they want to dial up pressure, knowing there's no extra bodies back there to protect the quarterback. They were able to get to him on that one, and that's why the ball was incomplete.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Makes the catch. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Well, great job making the tackle there. Now setting up 3rd down in your own red zone. This is a stop you have to come up with. You want to give up field goals in this area of the field, not touchdowns.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Pick off! What a play by this defense!
Tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver, they get to chase him. A really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Touchdown, Canes! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. UConn had an impressive showing at home today, and I know the fans in stores are ready for hoops, but pay attention to what's happening on the gridiron too, people. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. You got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
Laterals it back. Here comes the heat. And that one goes incomplete, but there is a penalty flag, and they might have gotten him for OPI. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense gets set for 2nd down. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. The Nittany Lions will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. No fair catches here, looking for room. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a Cardinal sin. No better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads. Trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
There he goes. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them, and they've scored points because of that. But
and the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Well, the offense is trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass, but you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. You can't give up a sack there.
And the Canes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass on second down. Firing to the right, complete. Oh, he's getting ahead, and he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Hurricanes!
And it's been more of the same in the second half for this offense, doing whatever they wanted. What a start to the season, man. This is exactly what you draw up. Everything they drew up in the offseason has worked in game one, and that's why they are dominating this football game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Takes a handoff. It's Martin. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw on first down. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Takes it the other way. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. And the sudden change magnified for this defense as it's 1st and goal. He'll set up to throw. Big guy smells it. Touchdown, Miami. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they have been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop you.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Fires to the wideout. Got his man on the right. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Breaks into the open. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's Wallace. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth-quarter comeback. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. They'll try the run. Brought down at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. It'll be a first down.
A nice job on second down. Maybe you're expecting a pass, but sticking the run in there, catching them off balance a little bit, getting a big gain, getting the first down.
The Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10. From the gun, the ground game. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, this running back has struggled to find anywhere to go, and I think one reason why is this linebacker and his speed. He did a great job there identifying where the ball was going to go. He didn't let anybody block him, made his way to the running back and got him on the ground. Nice job.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. Guys, let's think big picture for a minute and talk about Penn State. Unless there is a dramatic turn of events, this is not going to be a way to cool off that hot seat.
And they're going to have to be able to handle adversity and handle the outside noise moving forward, because losing this game in week 1, all the detractors, all the naysayers, that noise is going to get louder. That hot seat is getting even hotter. And I think
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. And the 4th down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football.
I'll tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the fourth quarter.
Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
That's such a nice start to this drive, too, because you've got the lead late and you want to run the football. You want to be physically dominant. Defense knows you're going to do it, and still, on the very first play of the drive, you're able to rip off a long run like that. Great vision there, and a nice job up front with the surge by the O-line.
On second down defensively, I'm always like, hey, let's get to 3rd down. Really good job by the offense. It's like, nah, we're going to stick this run right down your throat, get the 1st down on 2nd down. We don't need 3rd downs.
Toss sweep to the right. Got room at the 35. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead. You want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, Dave, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting pushed and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the fourth quarter.
Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14.
Base 27 jump. Base 27.
They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. And the Canes pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Trying to slam in. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Well, these players came together. I've been so impressed, not just by the talent, but also by their composure. Handling this kind of environment in the first game of the season, this says a lot about the leadership in that locker room.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield on first down. Spits it out to the back. Got it in the middle. It's Green. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Under fire. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
That's reeled in. It's Wallace. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle.
He's going to let it go. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
He'll pull it down. Still on his feet at the 45. And he's finally down, sliding in safely after the huge pickup.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man to the left. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a space. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Timeout is called with just a single second left. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Unleashes one deep. And that one is picked up in the end zone. And he is brought to the ground, and that's how we'll wrap this one up.